Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Kyle, and I am here because I am pretty upset about a video I saw, and how people were trying to validate it through different claims and notions, and how the person was trying to validate their video themselves with invalid claims. And I watched it, and I can't stay still. I've made probably 20 videos trying to describe this, so hopefully this will be right. Firstly, if my talking's messed up, it's because my back bottom right wisdom tooth is like coming up. And it's messing with my tongue, so sorry about that. Alright, so this YouTube user by the name of Group Admin, how convenient, let's act like we're some sort of administrator for YouTube so that we could convince people that maybe this is a sponsored video, who knows. That's just a conspiracy I have, I don't know. But this user by the name of Group Admin posted this video that I would have never seen if it didn't show up on my suggested videos feed. And it showed this video of this girl who claimed that she was born in the Middle East, and that, Islam isn't true because of this and that, or she didn't like Islam because of this and that. And her main notion of trying to validate that she was correct was, number one, that the fact that she was from the Middle East, number two, that she knew Arabic, and that was about it. She thought that she could be an Islamic scholar because she knew a little bit of Arabic. Okay, well, I've got some problems here. Number one, your voice is, you speak perfect English, and you actually have a southern accent. So not only were you raised here at a young age, you were probably raised here your whole life. You probably left the Middle East very early on in your life. And why do I say this? Because to get a clear American accent is one thing. To get a Southern accent is another. So I really doubt you've been to the Middle East all your life, or that you lived there. Number two, you stated that your family was secular, that your family was seen as the non-religious. None of the women wore hijab. Your words exactly. Okay, so you didn't learn about Islam, right? You just said right there your family was not religious. They were known as a very secular family. No one wore the hijab. You didn't know about any of this stuff growing up, so you don't know about Islam or the religion that you were born into. You may have been born in the Middle East, but you certainly were not raised there. And number three, you didn't really use your Arabic to help you validate the claims you were saying whatsoever. The only time you did was when you falsely interpreted jihad, and you said that it comes from the Arabic word jid, and you said that meant to fight in a literal manner, but that's not necessarily the case. You didn't go on to describe other aspects of what the word jihad means, and how the root jid has been used in other contexts as well throughout the Quran and Sunnah. So that claim has been validated right there. You think that just because it says to fight that it means literally? No. Fight your inner struggles. And you know what? Maybe it does mean to fight literally. But does that mean to fight anyone? No. It means to fight those who we're at war with. So yeah. Also, you said that it's a myth that women make 77 cents to every dollar that men make. That's not a myth. I've got plenty of evidence to back that up, first and secondary sources. Sounds like you're kind of a Southern conservative to me. Anyways, so yeah, that's the only time she used her Arabic to ever validate her claims, where she said jid, but even then she didn't get it right. What really got me mad was at the end. At the end, and also this group in and of itself, and a little bit of history about me and stuff. At the end, she said, okay, so if you're some Muslim girl, don't even try and use your Taqiya on me. You're way out of your league. Okay, this lights the freaking tip of the candle. This just is the tip of the iceberg right here. This just made me go completely insane. Taqiya does not mean lying to please others or to make others satisfied. Taqiya means lying if you are in imminent, direct threat of being persecuted or killed for your religious beliefs, or for not drinking wine, or for not eating pork or something. Then you may do so under coercion so that you may be spared. It's a mainly Twelver Shia belief, which makes complete sense because the Shias, the Twelver Shias never really had a caliphate or any governance until the Safavid dynasty, which was either the, uh, 11th or 12th century or the 16th. I'm not sure, but yeah. And so, 12 Shias has been around just as long as Sunnis have, and so they've always had to be a minority group in a Muslim caliphate, and I'm assuming that oftentimes there'd be authoritarians who would make them suppress them and say, hey, follow our Aqidah, follow our fiqh, get rid of your 12 Shia, and they would concede to it just to preserve their 12 Shia. So if they're lying to preserve their religion, they're not really lying to propagate or promote other beliefs to others. And also, if we could lie about our religion, wouldn't us Muslims be lying bitterly about Islam right now? Wouldn't we have a whole new American Islamic version that allows you to dance in the middle of walkways, that has no segregation of the genders, that is absolutely a free-for-all, that has getting a high session so you can enter a different dimension? I mean, wouldn't that be the Islam we had today? Cognitive liberty, um, all that would be the Islam, right? In the West, if I wanted to convert someone in the West, I wouldn't present them with this traditional Islam that I've been presenting everyone else with, that appeals to so many, but nevertheless, I wouldn't be presenting that. I would be presenting a whole different type of Islam if I could lie about my religion and what we teach. I would say, oh, we're Western friendly. We, pretty much everything is halal. There's nothing sinful when it comes to this definition of moral. Um, Also, yes, you can reach the third dimension by getting high or using substances or drugs to feel more connected to God, and you don't have to pray 5 times a day. Your mosque can be anywhere you want it to be. It's a virtual inside feeling. Your body is a mosque itself. I might be propagating all kinds of mixes between Eastern religion and uh, fixing Western Christianity combined and creating Islam. If we could lie. But I would never lie about my religion because I'm not allowed to. Unless I am being coerced or I'm being persecuted, and so I have to in order to defeat that battle. But sitting behind this laptop right now at 4:36 a.m. on the 23rd of February is in no way endangering my life. I'm not being coerced, and it is absolutely prohibited for me to lie about my religion. And in fact, lying about my religion could possibly even take me out of Islam in and of itself. If I say that something is not sinful when it really is, and I know that based on evidences and such, or vice versa. I can tell you personally, I disagree with many Islamic concepts, and that's not a sinful thing to say. And I can say that I have no problem with adultery. Well, I do have it with adultery. With fornication, I don't have any problem with that. And those are simple things to say, that I don't mind fornication, and I do have some problems with some Islamic teachings. I just don't understand them yet, but at the same time, I don't deny that fornication is prohibited in Islam, and that's what differentiates me. But a lot of people who want to deny these aspects deny it themselves as being part of their religion or their dogma. So that's why I got set off. I made this in the shortest time I possibly could. Sorry, I just had to let it out. Megyn Kelly, Bill O'Reilly, they've both mentioned Taqiya recently on Fox News. Ben Carson most recently did. Ted Cruz has flirted with the idea. This is why it's an imminent threat to the West, because people are being told the wrong definition of Taqiyah, and people who claim to be notable Islamic scholars because they know Arabic and came from an Arab family, they're even propagating this belief too. So a lot of hatred is going out there, and we've got to stop it. And we've got people like Bill O'Reilly have to understand that suicide bombings are absolutely sinful. It's not a scholar lying to please you or to please the viewers. It's the truth. Sorry if you don't like the truth. That's what it is. All right, wassalam. Peace.